Hello everyone, how are you all? And welcome to the class. Okay, so what we are going to learn today? Today we are going to learn the nature, features or characteristics of management principles. Okay, in our previous video we have discussed about the concept of principle. Okay, concept of principles of management. Okay, and in that we have learned that principles of managements are guidelines. Okay, these are the guidelines, right, what we have decided, okay, for the future to achieve the target or to achieve the goals. So everybody has to follow those guidelines, right? So in today's video we will learn about the nature of the management principles, right? So let's start with first number one, that is universal application. So principles of management, why we are saying it is a universal application? Because it can be applied everywhere, right? It is universal. Management principles are universal. They can be applied everywhere in each and every organization. Okay, the organization is small or big, it doesn't matter. Okay, if it is a business organization, it is non-business organization, whatever it is, the principles of management will be applied everywhere. It is private sector or public sector enterprise, there also principles of management will be applied. Okay, so this is universal in nature, right? Principles of management are universal in nature. They can be applied each and every place and everywhere. Okay, yes. Now journal guidelines. Principles of management are journal guidelines. Okay, these are the guidelines. If the management has ordered the manager to do something, okay, suppose he has given him some task to divide the work in the workers, and they have guided him, they have given the guidelines, okay, they have told the manager some principles that how you have to divide the workers into different work. Okay, so they have given some guidelines. Okay, principles of management are guidelines. Okay, it is not the solution. Solution तो आपको अपने आप निकालना है. They have to find out the solutions. Okay, but they have to follow some guidelines. They have to follow the guidelines, but it doesn't mean that these principles, these guidelines are the solutions of those problems. Okay, if some problem is there, so they have to follow some principles, right? But it is not necessary that by following those principles the problems will be solved. No, it is not correct. Okay, so that's why we are saying it is principles of management are journal guidelines. Okay, now third is formed by practice and experiments. Now principles of management, so many principles of management are there. Okay, in one day only a person cannot learn everything. Okay, suppose the manager has decided that he should divide the work, okay, of suppose sales department is there, and the manager has decided that he will divide that sales departments into groups. Okay, I am giving you example. Sales department work, he will divide it into some employees, 4 employees, he will divide that work. Okay, so he is experimenting. Okay, formed by practice and experiments, he is experimenting that is this what he is planning, it is correct or not, it is right or not. Okay, it will be it will give some result to him or not. So principles of management, they can be formed only through practice and experiments. If we will not do practice, okay, if we will not do practice, how we will come to know that whatever the principles we are following, is it correct or not. By practicing and experimenting only, then only we will find out the solution. Okay, then only Newton's law, what Newton's law tells. Okay, Newton, what he did so much practice. Einstein, he did so much practice, then only he create that experiment, he found the solution. Okay, so by practicing only and experimentation only, we can find out the solution. Now, flexible. Principles of management are flexible. They can be adjusted, they can be used in each and every situation or any condition. Okay, whatever the condition it is, they can be used, right? So we can say it, the principles of management are flexible, because everywhere we can use it. Okay, every place it's too hot, every place we can use it, right? And that's why we in every condition we can use these principles. That's why these are flexible. Okay, yes, so these are the four principles. Let me remove this. It's too hot, humid, too much sweating is there. Yes. Number 5th is mainly behaviorable. Mainly behavioral. Cause and effect relationship, and the 7th is contingent. Yes, so flexible, we did it, that it can be followed in each and every condition, different conditions. Principles of management can be applied in different conditions. So that was flexible. Now mainly behaviorable. Behaviorable means in an organizations there are so many different types of employees are there. Types of employees means they have different behavior, different thinking. So it is the duty of the manager, okay, to maintain that flexibility, okay, to maintain their behavior, okay, to follow that principle that all should work together. Okay, there should not be any fight or any misunderstandings between them. Okay, so that's why. So what they are saying, management principles are formed to guide and influence the behavior of employees, right? Why management principle used? Because by using management principles, okay, they can guide the employees of the organization. Okay, behavior guidance they can give to the employees, right? Like suppose principle of discipline. Principle is their discipline. So discipline improves everything. Discipline means they have to follow the discipline. Okay, means they will not fight, they will not say any bad words to anybody. So that's why that principle will be applied. Principle of management. Okay, that's why we can say it mainly behaviorable. Okay, yes. Now 6 is cause and effect relationship. Now what they are saying, management principles are based on cause and effect. That means these principles tell us if a particular principle is applied in a situation, what might be the effect. See, so many causes are there, so many principles are there. So we have to find out that which principle we have to use in which situation and what will be the effect. Okay, suppose they have to divide the work. So division of work, principle of division of work will be applied in that situation and the effect will be different. Okay, so they have to see, they have to be careful, whatever the principle they are using, cause is different, and whatever the cause is, and in that cause what principle they are using for what situation, it will give what effect it will give. Okay, means whatever the principle you are using, that is the cause, and in which situation they are using that principle and what will be the effect of using that principle. Okay, that is the relationship between the cause and the effect. Okay, now contingent. What is contingent? Management principles are contingent or dependent upon the situations prevailing in organizations. Okay, their application and effect depend upon the nature of the organizations. The principles, the application of principles has to be changed with change in situations. Okay, so principles of team spirit is very important, right? Contingent means dependent upon the situation. So many situations are there in the organizations. Okay, so it depends on the team spirit, how they are working in every situations. Okay, so which principle they are following. Okay, they have to work with the team spirit. Okay, they cannot work like individually. Okay, I will do the work individually. No, it is not like that. Team spirit, together they have to work. Okay, in that dependent situation, whatever the present situation is there, they have to work in that. Okay, so team spirit will be there in the principle of management. That's why we say it contingent, means dependent upon the situations prevailing in the organization. Okay, so these are the natures or features, or you can say characteristics of management principles. Okay, I hope you have understood this video. Try to understand the concepts. Okay, and please I'm requesting you, do the written practice. How much you will write, whatever the notes I'm giving you. Okay, please write. Okay, it will improve you, improve your memory also. It will fit in your mind. Okay, it will be very helpful for you. Okay, and this chapter is very important. Again and again I am saying. Okay, thank you so much.